Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we will learn how to find sin of x value using Taylor series approximation. A Taylor series is a representation of a function as an infinite sum of terms. The formula to find sin of x using Taylor series is given by sigma n equals to 0 to infinity minus 1 to the power n by 2n plus 1 whole factorial into x to the power 2n plus 1. When we expand this, we get sin of x equals to x minus x to the power 3 by 3 factorial plus x to the power 5 by 5 factorial minus x to the power 7 by 7 factorial likewise. So each term has a numerator and denominator. So we have to observe three important things in the terms. That is, in the numerator, if you observe, the powers of x are all odd numbers starting from 1. So each and every numerator is rising the power with 2 degree. So x to the power 1, x to the power 3, x to the power 5 likewise. So in the denominator, it is a factorial of a corresponding numerator's power. Here it is 1 factorial. For the second term, x to the power 3, it is 3 factorial. For the third term, x to the power 5, it is 5 factorial likewise. The third observation is you can observe the alternative signs between the terms. Plus x minus x to the power 3 by 3 factorial plus x to the power 5 by 5 factorial minus x to the power 7 by 7 factorial likewise. Here, the input for this is the x value and the output we get is sine of x value. So with this brief knowledge of Taylor series, let us solve the program. So I'm including two header files, stdio.h and math.h. This is standard input output header file which has input output functions defined in it. Math.h which has a mathematical functions defined it like sine, square root, etc. So void main. So I've declared two variables I and degree of integer data type. I is a loop control variable and degree is the input to be read. Using floating point data type, few more variables are declared x comma sum equals to 0, term, numerator and denominator. So term, numerator and denominator are the intermediate result variables, where in sum we are calculating and storing the final value of the series. So x is one more variable which is an intermediate result storing variable. So let us ask the user to enter the values in degree. Scanf percentage %d ampersand degree. We are storing the value of degree in the variable degree. X equals to degrees into pi by 180, that is 3.142 by 180. Here I'm converting degree to radians. Since Taylor series are formulated to work with radians, we convert degree to radians. So I'm assigning x to numerator and 1 to denominator. So that is our first term, x to the power 1 by 1 factorial. So numerator equals to x, denominator equals to 1. So I am assigning 2 to I because we already have a numerator and denominator calculated value for the first term. So I have to find from the second term onwards. So I'm using do while looping construct to solve this program. So this complete is do part, that is from line number 16 to 23. So this is while part. So here term equals to numerator by denominator. So the first term will be calculated since we have a numerator and denominator value already. The first term will be calculated. Then numerator equals to minus numerator into x. So this x into x because the powers of x is rising by degree 2. So that is the reason. So x into x here. The sign minus because it is an alternative sign which we observed in the series. Denominator equals to denominator into I plus 1. So this helps us to find out the factorial of a corresponding denominator of the particular term. Sum equals to sum plus term. So we are adding each and every term to the sum, each and every calculated term value to the sum. So I equals to I plus 2. I'm incrementing the value of I by 2. So in while if you observe, it is FABS function, Fab's function, which will give an absolute value for a floating point number. When this is a terminating condition for a loop must have a terminating condition. When FABS of term greater than or equals to 0.00001, then the loop will be continued. If it falls below this, the loop will be terminated. So this means it checks for a maximum of 4-digit decimal accuracy. Let me put some breakpoints and execute the program. So please observe the values in the right hand side. So let me give the degree 45. Now the value of I, you can see this green box. Now the control is in line number 18. By this time, we have I value 2, degree which we have entered is 45, x which is the degree 45 is converted into radians, that is using this degree into pi by 180 formula. 0.78549999 is the value in radians. So as of now, sum equals to 0, term equals to 0, and the numerator, we have assigned x to numerator. That is the reason we have the same value of x in numerator also. And denominator, we have assigned 1. So that is the reason denominator has value 1 at this point. So let me continue. So the term is calculated. Keep observing in this section. So the value of denominator has become 6 for the second term. So that is 3 factorial, 3 into 2 into 1. So it will check, it will increment the I value by 2. So it will check the term again. So it is true. That is the reason again it execute the loop body. Second term value will be calculated. Sum equals to sum plus term. So the denominator value will become 120. That is the third term denominator. So factorial 5. So for I value 8, we're doing it. So the loop will be executed. The body of the loop will be executed until the term, absolute value of the term, becomes less than 0.00001. So the program is terminated now. So by this time we have a result. Value of sin x using Taylor series approximation is sin 45 equals to 0.707179. Using library function 0.707179. So both are exactly equal. So if you have any doubt in this concept, please comment it or reach me on dbamanoj@gmail.com. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.